somewhere. Well, 419, you got a minute? Oh, I was thinking it was 420. Never mind. It is 420 somewhere, maybe. Welcome to 7 o'clock. Talking and Toking. I'm your host, 420 Jim. New people to the channel, cannabis advocate for 10 years. Getting ready to do my last tour. Last time around. Petition to the president, Congress. No one is in jail for weed. Oh, thank you for all the love. Thank you. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. We need to get that petition signed. We need everybody out of jail, and we need to get it out of the Class 1, Class 2 narcotic. And I really do appreciate all the hearts. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Will Bird. How you doing, my brother? Howdy. Michelle, thank you. I got a feeling you're the one blessing me with all the hearts. I thank each and every one of y'all for joining in, staying with me all these years and stuff. It means a lot. Well, good news and bad. My TV does work that I bought from the thrift store. Works pretty good. But I don't have enough room on this phone to put any apps. So I can't download the Google Play app, which therefore would let me play movies from this phone to that TV through my Wi-Fi. Now, Frankie made a suggestion, but it's not working because you can only, I guess, hotspot one thing. I did get on this phone and get to the setup and all that, but it wouldn't let me hotspot the TV and hotspot this, which is what I'd have to do. So I'll get it figured out, or when I get into town, I'll park by a Walmart and get everything set up. What I think I might have to do is try and take one or two of my apps off this phone and put it on one of my other phones. The only thing is, this one is set up with a different email and stuff. I need to find out if my other ones are. If I got another one that works, it's with the same email, password and everything, same accounts, that'd be cool. But, yeah. And it can't be the Facebook or the YouTube. But I could move Chime, I could move Cash App, probably. There's different ones I could probably move if I had to. I don't know shit about that. I really don't. Oh, wow, we've got 11 people in here this evening. Howdy. No, I didn't play with ZZ Top. I did travel the nation making the front page of newspapers. That's what I did. This is me back in 2020. Maybe that's what you recognize me from. My legal name is 420 Jim. I'm a cannabis advocate since 2014. I've been traveling all over the United States to have our cannabis prisoners released. Hey, if you love the stream, make sure you subscribe. It don't cost nothing at all to subscribe. And follow me. Give me 1 minute after this. I'm going to show you what I drive around the nation. It's a mobile billboard. I just showed you what it used to look like. It used to look like this in 2020. And when it tells you my name is 420 Jim, my name really is 420 Jim. I've got the license, court order, everything to prove that, by the way. But this is my last year. I'm continuing my tour that got interrupted the year before. This is my farewell tour. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. I repainted the RV. But anybody can go to 420-JIM, 420jim.com and sign the petition. Yeah, it's hard to see the QR at night. But here's the Kennebago. What do you think of the Kennebago? Oh, heck, I lost 5 or 6 people. They didn't wait to see it. What do? I get people's attention. I got yours, didn't I? Well, I don't see why you're not for hemp fuel, hemp paper, hemp clothing, hemp medicine. That just makes you part of the problem. See, you're just thinking I'm a stoner thinking about pot for smoking. You'd be wrong. You'd be wrong. You'd be one of the uneducated people. Did you know Henry Ford built a car that the body was made of hemp and run on hemp fuel? Did you know anything made of wood or plastic can be made from marijuana? Did you know marijuana was in the anointing oil? Well, you don't have to be for 420. You don't have to be for 420. But this is one of the only plants in the world that could actually save our planet. We don't need lithium batteries. We don't need to make lithium mines. Check out hemp batteries, hempcrete, hemp paper, hemp fuel. My fight's to get the cannabis prisoners out of jail. I don't care if people smoke pot. I want hemp fuel, hemp paper, hemp clothing. Yesterday, I let people, Saturday and Sunday is the first time I let people tag the new paint job. Right here in my little town that I'm in, I let them put the first tags. A little kid wrote Jason. Right here beside this cross it says Jesus, somebody puts and loves you. But that's what it's about. When I'm out and about in town, this is the first time I let anybody make any tags on it because I'm going to be on the road. Well, next week I'm going into Phoenix, but the first week of April I'll be headed towards Florida and then Washington, D.C. This I have probably 30 to 50,000 tags like this on it by the time I get back. I probably got 100. That one's hard to see. I probably got 100 just over 5 hours on Saturday and 5 hours on Sunday. This one, they drew me a Sonora cactus. There's an eagle, a Sonora cactus, and the mountain background. People love tagging the motorhome. I wish they loved signing the petition as much as they love tagging the motorhome. But there's about 100 tags on it. Don't ask me, Trump signed the petition. Don't ask me, ask Trump, sign the petition. There you go. Well, remember, I used to make the Trump or Chump shirt. It had just the leaf like this, and it said Mr. Trump, and then it had the leaf with the red circle and band, you know, like the no smoking sign, and it said Mr. Chump. Trump if he went green, Chump if he didn't. Damn, we got late mail coming in tonight. Wow. Y'all working hard to be delivering this late. See, we got a great post office here. Right now I'm only making 2 shirts. One that has the green leaf on both sides, like this one here. Looks just like that, kind of, sort of. And the other shirt has the same leaf on both sides, but above it, it says it's $4.19. And below it, it says, you got a minute. Those are the 2 that I'm currently making. I may do some in different colors, at least, you know, I don't know. But I am going to go after these and see if we have any mail here. Oh, I do. Go figure. You got mail. Look at that. I like her. Oh, goodness sakes, goodness sakes. Well, let's step on back inside. Oh! Move, Lulu. Move, baby girl. Surprised she can still jump up anywhere. As pregnant she is. Oh, Social Security. And something from Dallas. Oh, retina. Well, they're going to have a long wait. Why is Social Security contacting me? Hope it's a check. Something about giving somebody a pay. Oh, whew, scared me. It's just to confirm my payees. Right on. Just in case, I guess, something happens to me and I need a payee. Well, that only took them a couple years to send me this. Cool. But hey, when Social Security knows your name's 420 Jim, not too bad, huh? Right above my fingernail there, 420 Jim, or 4T Jim. They don't spell it out. Oh, heck, I can show you one. And matter of fact, back here, where I keep all my signs and stuff. Looky here. See, I made all kinds of special shirts for people. But there's a Mr. Chump or Mr. Trump. I made him for post-traumatic stress disorder. Here's another one. The green Mr. Trump. Green with the band over. Oh, here's even a better one here. Mr. Trump or Mr. Chump. So, that's why I say, hey people, give me your signature. You know, don't make me look like a fool when I get up to D.C. and say, hey, Trump, 100 people want you to do this. Because he ain't going to do it. But if I go up there with 100,000 people that want him to do it, he'll probably do it. I'll mess with that later. That's just the way it is. Hang on, let me read this. What do you mean people don't support 420 Jim? I think you don't know what you're talking about. Why don't they support me? I have plenty of supporters. There's a couple of them on here that's been here for 11 years, the whole journey. So, don't know what you're yakking about, but you're barking up the wrong tree. I have lots of people support me. You got to ask why they don't support the petition. I don't know why they both smoke up my ass and say, I'm going to sign the petition, and they don't. How's that my fault? I told you about it. It's your own damn fault. You know, people need to take responsibility of their own decisions and stuff. How is it my fault that someone don't sign a petition? I come, I bring it to them, whether it be the internet or you know, YouTube, Twitter, whatever. I come to the towns and bring it to them. I pay $20 a month out of my pocket to keep it on a website. Yeah, what do you mean people don't support me? Now, I don't get a lot of support financially, but I get a whole lot of love and support. And most people, if nothing else, have at one time or another helped me out one way or another. So, no, you're totally wrong. And I didn't say that 420 Jim don't get support. 420 Jim puts in $1,000 a month. All this time that I'm going to be on the road this year, yeah, I'm putting in $1,000 a month. The question would be, how come you don't help support it? How come you haven't sent a donation in? You think a billboard fighting for people's rights runs on its own? That I wouldn't use a little help here and there, you know? Carrying a word all the way from Arizona up to D.C. and back that we want our gun rights back by taking it out of a class 1 or 2 narcotic. You don't think that's worth $5? Or to fight to get our prisoners out? Yeah. It's one thing when someone can't afford it. And this day and age time right now, I see that. But if you go look, usually when I come out, I'm not asking nobody for a damn penny. Because I just finished a couple months worth of work and I started out with my own money. But this year, because of my torn retina, I can't do that. I had absolutely no work. But you know what? If people even don't help me, I will make it happen. I will take all my retirement money, put into it like I always do, and I will make it happen. But it'd be real nice if some people would help me out, and I'm sure they are going to be some that will. But this that they don't support 420 Jim, I think that's BS. Oh, you're not missing nothing, Will. Keith or whatever was trying to start something there. Why they don't support 420 Jim? I think there's a problem. I don't think there's no problem whatsoever, and I think I've got lots of people who love and support me. I just showed them 100 people that tagged RB, you know. And although I wasn't asking nobody for donations this weekend, like normally, you have to make a donation of some sort to tag the motorhome. Y'all know this. I've been to both of y'all's towns. Well, I didn't even have the sign for donations or nothing. This is my town that I'm living in, and I wanted to let everybody sign it. So there, Mr. Keith, I actually paid $50 out of my pocket, not knowing that I would make it back or anything. It was just, you know, something I wanted to do, set in the market. I could have sat on the side of the road and not paid a penny, but it helped support my town. And lo and behold, I made $65 in the 2 days. 3 people gave me a $20 donation for a shirt. So there's 3 people in Black Canyon City that own a shirt that I made and I autographed and dated. And only 3 so far are in the city. So, yeah, I love to give back. And, yeah. And then another guy, him and his kids, I don't know, three kids, whatever. They were like the mother, the father, and some kids. He threw $5 at me. I told him that's okay, and he said, nope, I want to. And so, yeah, I think I'm doing just fine. I am seeking help with another $920. I certainly am. The GoFundMe says 1,000, but I've been blessed with 80 that don't reflect on the GoFundMe, but I know and I tell people about it, so we know that I only need another 920. Hell, if I had a generator, if you had one you'd like to donate to me there, Mr. Keith, I wouldn't have to ask for 500 of the 1,000 I've been asking for, because I'm allowing 500 for the generator. The rest is for oil change, cap, rotor, wires, plugs, antifreeze, and AAA. And my insurance for the year. But my insurance for the year is only $140. So, but that would cover everything. And if I could get help setting it up this year, that'd be great. If I don't get help, well, the good Lord's still going to provide. I got my check. I just won't have no money on the road, no fuel or nothing to start out with. But I'll make it. But I'm sure that there's going to be some people helping me here shortly, especially if they get their income tax or, hell, if we get a stimulus, I won't, I'll take the GoFundMe down. I'll pay for it all by myself. I don't like asking nobody for nothing. But sometimes we do. We have to ask people to help us out. Because you know what people say? Well, why didn't you ask me? I would have helped you. Yeah, if I didn't ask and whatever, you know how many times I hear, well, I would have helped you, or I didn't know, or you didn't ask? Yeah. So this way, I ask if people want to help, fine. But Mr. Will and Michelle both here could probably tell you, the good Lord's kept me on the road all this time. And every time it gets really bad and dark and down, man, he just lifts me up. And like I got baptized last year after being thrown out of a deal where I'd paid a couple $1,000, should have never been thrown out of. They promised to take me to my eye doctors and stuff. They didn't do nothing. You know what they did in the end? They did just like the bong father to Steve Winslow Albert. They become nothing but liars and thieves, trying to say that I was sexually intimidating a guest. And now she says I tried to rape her and stuff. Nothing but liars and thieves. But hey, there'll be some posts I'll be talking about on YouTube. Probably do a little thing on it, one of my YouTubes tomorrow, the noon one. But yeah, I definitely want to make a post about Awesome Possum. This guy wrote a 2-paragraph, well, it's about 8 paragraphs about how great he is and the dreams and this, that, and the other. And now he's turning it into a non-profit or something. Not if I can help it, or he can, but I want everybody that goes there or supports that to know what lying, conniving thieves they are. He's really good at conning people, conning the hell out of me. And all he's got to do is tell the truth. If him or Monica come forward, or if any of them come forward and tell the truth, maybe these people told Phil a lie. I ain't going to say. All I know is what Phil has said in the court, that campers come to him and told him this. And, if he wants to recant that, and that's up to him, whatever. If he wants to keep his stupid lies up, that's cool too. In his post he talks about, I prayed to Jesus. Yeah, he don't pray to Jesus. Jesus don't pay him no mind, because Jesus says we got to follow our Father's 10 commandments. Even though he paid for our sins, we've got to follow the Father's 10 commandments. And when it comes to any one of Scott Winslow Albert, Steve Sprague, Phil Causey, Leslie Causey, her new boyfriend, they ain't nothing but liars. Same with Monica Brown. Ain't nothing but liars. So I just take it with a grain of salt every time they tell me how much they love Jesus and what Christians they are. Bunch of BS. And people say, well, why do you know, I wish people had told me about these people. If I heard the things that I'm willing to back up and tell people, hopefully y'all wouldn't go get into that situation. There's still some dumb people that will, just to check it out. But if Ricky was here, she's told you, she'd tell you I'm not telling a lie. They turned on her, and she used to bring them hundreds of pounds of dog food and stuff, all the time. Just like me. Thought of them as great people until she found out the truth. To me, becoming a non-profit or this, that, and the other, don't make it a good place. It don't make it a bad place or a good place. Like the First Church of Cannabis. I thought that was a great place in Indianapolis, Indiana, but it turned out to be really, really, really bad. Not even a church. Oh, yesterday, over here at the open air market, towards the end of the day, it's probably about 2 o'clock or so, she said, hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you at church lately. She's one of the ladies from church. And I told her, I said, yeah, I just can't handle, it's not that church. And it's not. The music director, everybody at that church is great. It's an all right church if you're wishy-washy, okay? I can't be wishy-washy. I'm either all in or all out. Wishy-washy don't count. Wishy-washy, that just don't count. It really don't. And once you learn that Halloween, Christmas, and all that pagan holidays has nothing to do with Christ, the birth of Christ, or nothing, no matter how people want to spin it, And she said, she understood. And I said, yeah, and they tell me it's all because of the children. They understand, they agree with me, but they keep it because of the children. And I said, you know what? If we had stopped this back when I was a child, I would have taught it to my children, and they won't teach their children, and it would have already stopped. And she said, you're right. And she understood. Everything's cool. I don't think she liked my last statement, though, because another friend come by the day before, the one that gave me the ground turkey, him and his wife. I met them at that church. They came by and tagged the motor home. She's the first one to get a shirt, matter of fact. And we was talking, and I told her, I'm sorry I don't see you at church no more or nothing. And why? And I told her, I said, who knows, maybe when I come back, at the end of the year, I'll start my own church. But it won't be Sunday services, it'll be Saturday services. And she said, if you open a church, I'll join. I thought that was all cool, though. I handed out about 100 of the figurines. Probably at least 100, maybe a little more than 100 of them. I love handing them out, seeing the people smile. There was a couple of people I gave 2 to. There was one guy I gave like 6 to. But most of the time I handed them out one at a time. And it was cool. But see, that's another expense. I'd like to use my money to buy a couple boxes of them, before I hit the road. But if I got to pay for the whole tune-up and generator and all that crap, I won't have money to do things I'd like to do this first month. So we'll see what happens. Well, no questions, no comments, no concerns. Let's keep it rolling if y'all want me to keep yakking. I love this. There's 3 people here and I got 5 likes. That's good. Oh. You're feeding. Damn. Ain't it like 10:30 there? I thought it was like 10:30 where you're at. You got late night munchies. I wish this tooth would go ahead and fall the hell out. It's so loose. It's hard to talk, hard to eat, hard to do anything. It's so damn loose. Almost laying sideways in my mouth. Just barely connected by a nerve, you know? So hopefully in the next day or two, that thing will just, finally disconnect and I'll quit having a toothache. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm not much into the peas, but everything else sounded really good. Yeah, that sounds good, Michelle. I'm not into the sweet peas, but oh, heck yeah. Been a long time since I had a good meatloaf. I did that with a tooth before this one. I had one back here, and I did that. I actually did it sitting right here. I tied I've got this cloth fishing string, and I tied it to the pole here on the table, and I tied it to my tooth, and I just sat there, and after bed, I just jerked my head back. It came out. It hurt for about 30 to 45 seconds, and then that was it. It was over with. I know the same thing with this one, probably. But it's that just wanting to, yeah. But it'll get aggravating enough that I'll do that in the next day or two. It's going to get that aggravating. But I can fold it all the way back, and I mean, it's beyond loose. Oh, I'll tell you something that freaked me out one night. Hang on. I'll tell you a little story that freaked me out one night. Of course, it was, if we weren't doing cocaine, it probably wouldn't have happened this way. I had a Cuban friend, that I used to do a lot of car work for, mechanic work. And I used to get my coke from him. And he found it really convenient to put this little camper trailer in his backyard. And I stayed in that camper trailer. And a friend of mine moved in for a little bit. You know, one of those tent ones that's each end's got like a bed. and in the middle is the camping area and stuff, your little table and all that. So it's pretty cool, especially to have a friend too. He liked to drink vodka all the time. That was his favorite thing. And he had been moaning and groaning for a couple of days about that toothache. And Jimmy, that was the Cuban's name. He always come out to check on me, see if I needed a little coke, you know, because he's gonna work me to death the next day, whatever. Anyhow, when he comes home, he always says hi to us. When he comes back from his cells or whatever that is. So he come out to the trailer, and my friend mentioned his toothache and whatnot. And before you know it, Jimmy goes and gets a pair of pliers. And he comes back and he says, yeah, you want me to pull it? I'll pull it for you. I didn't know he'd ask him, hey, man, you pulling this tooth? So sure enough, he steps outside the camper. And Jimmy, you know, takes these pliers, reaches in his mouth, and pulls out a tooth. And there you go. And Jimmy walked off. And it was about 2-3 minutes later. And my friend's like, damn it, that was the wrong one. No shit. Damn it, that was the wrong one. About that time, Jimmy comes back out to the trailer, and he said, here, man, here's something for the pain, and throws us a little Coke. And he said, hang on, Jimmy. You pulled the wrong one. Would you pull this one? I swear. He stepped back out and fired a pulled out another tube. No pain, no nothing. I mean, not me. I couldn't do that. Yo, Mr. Frankie, booyah, how you doing, my brother? But hell yeah, I seen it happen. Now, grant you, my friend, he was well inebriated on his vodka. That's probably how he could handle it and let him do it. You know, because like I say, he drinks vodka when from wake up to go to sleep. He drink like one of them big tall fists or what you call it, and by 3-4 o'clock he passes out. He gets up middle night before the liquor store closes to get another one, drinks all night, passes out. His favorite thing to do. What do you think, Frankie? Them LEDs look kind of nice, don't they? I'm so proud of how it looks. I hope, man, I hope they stay all the way to Florida, or even to DC would be nice. Well, thank you. I can change the pattern and slow them down, speed them up. The cool thing about them are they're encased in a plastic coating. It's like the LED strips you can buy at Walmart and stuff, kind of, sort of, but they're encased in a square plastic tubing, which makes it really, really cool because it's waterproof. And everywhere the vehicle shakes, you know, like vibration and stuff, it's hard to show at night, but anywhere something would move, like, there ain't a spot. See how those two stick out? This is where the door is and everything that opens, which I don't use these doors. This panel separates from this panel, even though this don't open. And if I didn't leave that space in there, it could tear, just like up there. This cab is separate than the body. There's a seam all the way up here. And during big bumps, potholes and stuff, you know, it'd jerk, and it used to tear the LEDs. So, or they'd get too wet. I'd spray them with that waterproof stuff, which would last for a few months. And then a nice storm would get them real wet. But I like these. Why you want to order tacos from hell? Hey, that ground chicken. I'll be honest with you, I didn't try none of it, but it smelled really, really good, and Jack and Lilu loved it. He shut my hair in the door. Jack and Lilu loved it. They tore it up. We shut the fan off. Oh. They tore that shit up. She looks ready to pop anytime. Leela, you look ready to pop anytime. That big old belly on her. Look at that big old belly. You're ready to pop. Hey, you ready to have puppies? You ready to puppies? Huh? Oh, poor girl. She says, get these things out of me. Get these things out of me. I know she's thinking that. Oh, no. I didn't eat the ground chicken. I made that for them because I'd already ate myself. Yeah. So when it come time for them to eat, instead of, sometimes I open a can of lunch meat or a couple cans of canned chicken, and some dry food, whatever. But I thought, what the heck? I'll just make it for them. And it was good. They both enjoyed it. And her being a mama, so. She hardly, she's slowed way down. She's getting ready to have these pups anytime. She's done a lot of just laying around today and all. Normally she's kind of active, jumping around and whatnot. You can see all that just. Hallelujah. She's going to make another good mom, though. And I'm hoping that they're born and their eyes are open. Yeah. I'm hoping that they're born and their eyes are open and stuff before I take off on the journey. Because the father, my neighbor, Fran, I'm giving her first choice, for the stud service, whatever. So it'd be cool if they're, big enough and whatnot that they had their eyes open and stuff before she made her pick. But I'm not staying around until they're winged. I'm going off on my trip with all the dogs. And I'll bring her dog back when I come back at the end of the year. This she knows. So, her dog will be a couple months old by the time I get back and she gets it, but that's fine. And she can always, if she gets bored, take a trip and come meet me where I'm at and pick it up. She's always got that option. But it'd be kind of hard for me to turn around after a few weeks and come back and say, here's your puppy, when I can just keep it with me and bring it when I come back. I plan on picking the second puppy. If she don't pick the runt, I'll probably end up picking the runt. I love the runts. But I don't know. And we'll see. Ain't that right? Oh. Good old Lilu. Hey, look at that fat belly. Look at that fat belly. How many puppies you got in there? Will, do you remember what kind of? I asked her the other day what kind of dog that white one was. Did anybody remember? It's poodle and Y or something, or I don't know. I forget Maltese something. Poodle and some off the wall name, and then of course her being the wild-haired terrier. They're gonna be cute pups. That I know. And like Jack, it'll have terrier and poodle in it. Well, oh, Frankie. Well, I forgot to tell you. Um, Good news and bad. Yes, the TV works, but that's as far as I can get. Um, I can't spot my phone to do this, to set up the Google and hotspot the box. Evidently, the hotspot, my phone only lets one thing hook to the hotspot at a time, I guess, or whatever. Or that's my guess. Anyhow, and then this one, this is my other phone. If I connect this one to that, I'd have to use this phone to watch it through and everything, because this has a different Google account than this one. So I either got to find one of my other phones that's got the same Google account. But see, this one here that I'm talking to you on is on one email address and account. This one's on another email address and account. But it won't put the box and this on that at the same time, I reckon. Because I tried to get through it and everything, and I did get the app on this phone. What I'm thinking is, but because of the split accounts, it may not work. I went and looked, and the TikTok's a different TikTok. Maybe. I'll have to go look. If it's not, but anytime I want to watch TikTok, I'd have to hotspot this. And I do watch a lot of TikToks. I don't want to do that. But I may see about moving Cash App and, or even Walmart to Walmart or something to this one. If it's an easy to change account, then I can take it off of this one, and that'll give me space to download the app for the smart TV thing. If that makes sense. And this is what it said. It just says connected. Follow instructions on the Google Home app. But I mean, the remote part, it works and all. See, it turns it off, turns it on. It's just, my Wi-Fi would have to operate the hotspot and this. And I think it'll only operate one at a time. Or that's what I'm guessing. I don't know. And my shows are on this phone, not this phone. So it'd mean I'd just be using my phone as a hotspot, period. Watching the TV off of this, through that on that. Might be a little too much data from a hotspot. I don't know. Something maybe I can figure out tomorrow, or something you might be able to figure out. But I got this far. See, I knew it wasn't going to be as simple as you thought it was. I know my luck with the electronics and stuff, Frankie. I just knew it couldn't be that simple because I knew that the app would app something. And sure enough. And you told me this thing stores apps. Well, if I can't get onto it or whatnot, how can I store an app? Well, sorry about that. Yeah. It just says connected. Follow the instructions. But doing it that way, which is not letting me do because I don't think the hotspot will hotspot this and that. I would just have to use this phone totally as a hotspot. I'd have to download Tboo, whatever, whatever I want to watch, I guess, off of this phone. Do everything off this phone, which I want this phone, the one I'm talking on, I want this phone connected to my TV, not this phone. No, well, I hear that. So I need to be at Walmart or somewhere that's got good Wi-Fi where I can have a couple, devices hooked at the same time. When I go into town this weekend, I'll park somewhere where I got good Wi-Fi, and I'm sure I can do it on this phone and everything. But I still got to make room for an app because I think I've got to have the app for it. I'm not sure on that phone. I don't know. It's got to figure out how to connect to my other phone some way or another. Or maybe once I get it all hooked up, this phone will do it when I turn on the Wi-Fi. But right now, it hasn't. I haven't seen this little box thing show up on saying it was on my Wi-Fi or nothing. I haven't got that far. I think that was the next step. But yeah, hey, I tried. Well, I'll figure out how to get her set up like that, and yeah, I just need it for the hotspot. But I honestly think, that I'm trying to jump through another phone, and that's the problem. I think if I had enough memory on my phone, like if I had that Google Play on my phone, I think everything would have went through. It would have set up and no problems. I could be wrong, but so maybe at most I have to juggle some stuff to that other phone. I forget what all ones I have. Like Amazon. If I can move my Amazon over here, that might give me enough space. I very seldom use Amazon. You know what I mean? It didn't get that far, Frankie. It didn't get that far at all. I mean, it didn't get that far with me at all. I may play with it a little more after this live, but I couldn't get it to. And I said, you know what? I'm done. When it aggravates me, I'm done. I know if you walk away and come back later, then you can usually figure something out or whatever, but I don't want to get frustrated enough to throw a remote or, back when you used to play the game and you throw the remote. After a couple times, you had to replace the remote or the game controller. But see, this is, it said I was connected and followed the instructions for the app. I never could get the instructions to pop up. I don't think the hotspot will connect. While this phone is connected to here, I don't think it was letting that little box connect to here. The only thing I seen on here was this. See, I don't know if two devices connect to the hotspot? Like Bluetooth. Two devices can't. First one to it is the one that, it uses and whatnot. Is that how Wi-Fi works? Like my hotspot, can a couple of people work off a hotspot? Do you know the question of them, or does it depend on your plan and your carrier? Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go, Frankie. I might just do that. I just might do that. That might be the best way to do that. Yeah. I was doing something wrong or did something wrong or whatever. I may try it after this live. If I run into a problem, I'll give you a message. Of course, if I solve it, I'm going to send you a text anyway. If not, well, it's a problem I can solve tomorrow one way or another, I'm not really going to worry about it. And I know the TV works. I know the box works. It's just getting them to talk to each other. So I really appreciate it, my friend. It's going to be so much better looking at that TV. Way better for my eyes. Oh, goodness sakes. Oh, thank you, brother. It's going to be a blessing, because a lot of times, I'm outside of a smoke shop or something that might have Wi-Fi. So boom, I can be whatever. But when I'm in a bigger town, I just watch the TV. That way I don't have to, use Wi-Fi stream or nothing. I got to get me another antenna. I'm just going to get something not fancy like the one I had that used to put out all the time. I think I'm going to just get one of the ones, that just plug in the back. I don't even think I will get an amplified one this time. But probably spend about $20 on an antenna. And then if I'm not close enough to see something, then with this thing here, I'll just fire up my phone, like here, and be able to use the TV. So, yeah, it's cool. It's the same size as my monitor for all my cameras. And I may end up just mounting them both before I leave here on my table. I don't see why I couldn't. I don't use this as a bed or nothing. And I just put me a little ledge on the back of the table and mount them right up to the window. And that way I don't have to set them down every time I move and stuff. It's bad enough having to set one down every time you move, but two is a pain. I did it for a long time. Hell, that big TV my family gave me, that thing lasted for a long ass time until it finally went. But I had that for damn near 2 years. Damn, Frankie, you got your fly out again, I see. I swear Frankie's got a remote control fly. If I remember right, we got like 106 signatures on the petition now. Oh, I don't know. 17-inch maybe? I'm going to say 17-inch. 20-inch? I don't know. How they measure them diagonally? I don't think it's a 32. I hang on a minute. Yeah. 22. Actually, you could probably call it a 23. 24 would be stretching it, you know. I mean, yeah, they may call it that. Actual screen is like 23. But yeah, they probably call it a 24. It's an LG Life's Good products. I guess they're trying to say if you can afford their cheap ass products, life is good. But you know, I'm happy, and for $12.50, you know what I mean? It's like a sore Peter. You can't beat it. Well, you could, but you know, that's unheard of. Heck, I might get the other one they got over there just to have a spare. Yeah, they got another one for 20, which would be 10 instead of $12.50. I may actually go get that one too, and just put it away to have a spare in case my monitor goes out or this one goes out or whatever. You know, it's kind of like what I'm going to do on the first if that guy still has that diving gear. Well, I thought you knew that's what I was doing. But it don't matter if you measure bottom left or bottom right or top left or right. Diagonally. You measure them diagonally. From top corner to bottom corner. You can do it this way or this way. I guarantee you they're going to tell you the same measurement. See, give you the same measurement. Yeah. And the other one in there, it's the same size screw screen too. It's not an LG. I mean, heck yeah. If I could find a couple of 32 inches, I mean, these would work. But if I could find a couple of 32 inches and put them up in the top half of my window here, make it where they hung on out there, and just put a video of the different news stories and the Jack Hara documentary and stuff, and just let that play when I'm sitting around outside, that'd be pretty cool. You know, kind of like just TV out there playing the different videos. Heck, I love the thrift store. I love the thrift store. I'm going to have to go and put a call out to get a ladder again so I can get on the roof and paint it blue. I never did get it painted blue. But I'd like to get that done before I leave Phoenix. I need a ladder to do that. But I'm sure someone around here will loan me a ladder for 2 days. You know, 2 coats. 1 coat the first day and another coat the second day. It'd be nice if my GoFundMe would go up a little bit so I could go ahead and start on the tune-up. DEW. Does the letters DEW mean anything to you there, Mr. Frankie? You figure it out yet? Direct energy weapon. It's what a lot of conspiracy theorists, of course, you know, they're only conspiracy theorists until it becomes true, right? I mean, we actually need more because most of them have already come true. But if you remember back to the Maui fires, go do a little research on it. I mean, everything totally around it was destroyed except blue umbrellas, blue cars, a home with a blue roof. Yeah. Then go search lasers and colors. Okay? They take and they lay down red, yellow, blue, black, white, you know, different colors of cloth. And they take this laser and run across it. Every one of them burned, just, you know, as soon as the laser goes across it, except the blue. And the blue did nothing. Just like it wasn't there. Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't know nothing about that. You do just a little research on that. And see, it's suspicious. Not just Hawaii, but all the fires in California and here and there that's breaking out where all their smart cities are going. Kind of suspicious. But first, just go search. You like to play around. Search direct energy weapon. We've had it. We've had it for a long time. It's like a big giant reflector on the front of a jet, and that thing that beamed down, and yeah, giant laser. We've had that. Oh heck, I haven't. I haven't. I wonder if it's here. Or if it's even charged. I haven't pointed my laser up at the sky out here in a long time. Hey, I think it's charged. Yep, it's charged. You point your laser out here and see how dirty the air around here is tonight. Remember when I was in quartzsite and stuff? I'd point this up in the air. You could see it sparkle forever. Oh yeah. Yeah, all kind of little sparkles in it. You probably can't see it. But yeah, there's all kind of, oh, I got to turn it around, don't I? Yeah, you see a real, like a flash every great once in a while. That's where it's hitting a particle. It's nowhere near as bad as quartzsite. Quartzsite, you can see them everywhere. See them little bitty flashes? That's in the air. I mean, there's no lights or nothing. Just think of all that yum, yum, yum we breathe in everywhere we're at. These green lasers, they're pretty cool. A friend of mine out there at Awesome Possum a couple years ago gave me that. Oh! It's pretty cool. USB to charge it. Don't point it at airplanes or drones, you get in trouble. You didn't see any of the sparks? You wouldn't see the green laser itself, really. I mean, if you, on the phone, kind of hard, but it looked like to me that it was showing the spark every once in a while. Just a little, like a flash of a light in the background. That would be the stuff that's aluminum, whatever, it's floating around the air. Quartzsite, it was real bad. God, just think if you did that out in California. I want a blue laser. A blue laser will catch things on fire. Yeah. Blue lasers are strong enough. You can buy them. They're strong enough to set fire and stuff. I mean, I don't want to go setting fire to things, but yeah, I want a blue laser. Right on. Yeah, they are super bright. You can see that way. If you're standing where I am, you can see it's way, 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 way up in the sky. Yeah, you definitely could hit a jet or something if you pointed it their way. Yeah. Yeah, blue laser. Heck, I want to get me one of the tents and one of the rig up a hair dryer. You take some aluminum foil and you make you a bowl and you duct work it to the hair dryer. That's about the easiest and cheapest one to make. And You all right, Jack? Throw you a half-ounce of pot in that homemade aluminum bowl, go into that hairdryer, step inside of a small tent. You know, 2, 3 people comfortably sitting in there. Turn that sucker on, fill up the tent. See who's the last one left in the tent. I think it'd be fun. And should be repeated weekly, probably, you know. Hey, my friends, I see there's a couple people here. Please hit the subscribe button. My channel's always free. You don't have to pay to subscribe. If you hit the subscribe button and live notice, you'll know when I pop in. Here in a couple of weeks, I'll probably go live. You never know when. Whenever a cop pulls me over, or if I'm sitting on the side of the road telling people about my petition and one comes by. You just never know, huh, Frankie? There's lots of reasons to watch my lives if they pop up. Now, I have stopping my morning lives. I may do 1 or 2 more this week, but by the weekend, no more morning lives at 8. I'm doing them at noon and 7 p.m. So you have to catch me at noon or 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Or have that live notification set up. And like this weekend, if I'm in Phoenix or Glendale and the Glendale police come by, you know, blah, 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 I'll be live and everybody can see what happens, when it happens, how it happens. Because you really you never know, especially the world we have now. I used to do this on Facebook for the last 10 years, but now they're not saving the live videos. After 30 days, they delete them. So I pretty much was forced to move them over to YouTube. But that's cool. That's cool. I can bring them here. You know, Frankie, if I keep not even thinking about it. I need to find out how I can do the Facebook and the YouTube at the same time. There's supposed to be a way you can link both platforms and do them at the same time. That's what I'd like to do, if I can figure out how to do that, if there's a way to do that. Supposedly you can link 3. But then again, you probably have to have an app or something, so I've got to get some app space. That right, Lulu? Look, here's Fatso. Oh, there's Fatso. Look at that belly. Look at that belly. Her's going to drop a half a dozen puppies any day. Mwah, mwah, mwah. We're going to drop half a dozen puppies in a day. Huh. Oh, yeah, pretty girl. Her's all fat. Are you miserable, mama? Is you miserable, mama? Huh? Is you miserable? She says, I'm full of puppies moving around. What do you think? Huh. Here you go, girl. Tell Frankie to move that fly. Tell Frankie to move that fly. Oh, Frankie was messing with you, huh? She gonna pop. I can't wait to see what they look like. If they were black, they would look like Jack and Lilu. But him being all white. But see, Curly looks a lot like Jack. If Curly had the colors Jack did, Curly would look like Jack. What's fly? What's fly? You said laughing out loud, that's fly. What do you mean that's fly? What did I do that was fly? That poor girl. She's ready to pop. Oh, the remote fly. Okay. Yeah. Poor little girl. I forgot the remote fly. There you go. Oh, shit. It just buzzed my ear. You're getting better with it. I am. One fly in the whole place. I swear you got a remote control to it, Frankie. Subliminal mind control on it or something. It comes by my ear every once in a while and says, Frankie, Frankie. Yeah. Heck, they was 5 earlier, 11 earlier. People come and go. When I normally see like 5 or so, that's when I'll try and tell them to like and subscribe and stuff. But every once in a while, like now, I looked up and thought there was 6. And that was 6 likes. I have to look to the left of the likes. But that's cool. That's cool. I'm happy with any like, a subscribe, a share, whatever. All of it helps the algorithm. And y'all know, just like Facebook and anything else, once people, especially once I get back out on the road, I would think, oh, Frankie, I may be able to go over to GoFundMe. Yeah, I may be able to go over to GoFundMe and make one of the QRs. I need a QR for my GoFundMe. If you, yeah, and I want to make me up a board I can hang out. That's got well, of course, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to go down to Walmart and get some prints made out, and I'm going to get the pot prisoner, the elder abuse, the Facebook, the YouTube, the GoFundMe, Cash App, or whatever. I'm going to have all them on just like a board out there on the table, I think. And that way I can just put it out and put it in when I'm set up. Oh, I can't wait. I love it already. I love it already. Why do you think I left it hooked up and it says connected, man? I love it already. I do. I know it's going to work. That's the main thing. I know it's going to work. And, they say good things come in time. And I've been here months without anything like this. So I'm tickled to death to see what I see now. So, yeah, it's going to be cool. Leo. I got my card. I got my card. They sent me the card. It says I got an account and all. It's just nobody's made no donation on the GoFundMe, so I they don't ask me to hook it to it yet. I gotta wait until I get a donation on the GoFundMe for to hook the bank to it. But yeah, I've got my Chime card. I haven't made a deposit into it. They keep wanting me to put my direct deposit, like my Social Security or paycheck, to it. I don't want to do that. But heck, I got so damn many cards and this and that and whatever bullshit that it's unreal. It's unreal. I got my bank card from Social Security. I got a Chime Visa. I got a WellCare Visa. I got a Blue Cross and Blue Shield. I got my health care, Social Security. Got my Cash App card. And then I got my food stamp card. These are my cards. Damn it, man. And when I get cataract surgery, I got to carry a card in my wallet saying what lenses or whatever. I had cataract surgery, and this is what's in there. Damn. Hey, who has Greg Tanner? Frankie, can you send Greg Tanner a message and tell him that I'm live on YouTube? He just sent me a message asking if I was up. I worry about him and his wife because they've been in the hospital and stuff, and I don't want to end this or for this to end. While I go over there, can you or Will or somebody just send him a message? I'm on YouTube. Appreciate it. Thought I heard someone outside, but it's my dog snoring. I had to listen there for a moment. I thought I heard voices a trailer or two over. It's Jack snoring. Oh, thank you there, Mr. Frankie. I appreciate it. I don't know if he has my YouTube or not. I hope it's not bad news. I hope he's telling me that they've made it through the storms and are doing all right. I definitely want to visit them when I come back through Georgia, coming to Florida. Yep. I'm trying to look up some of these CBD shops and hemp farms that are in Texas and seeing if I can get a sponsor or two out of that. See, that's what I need help with. I'm bad at, writing up, asking people for things, whatever, to be a sponsor, this, that, and the other. I need someone that can help me with that. I'm sure there's plenty of people that would probably sponsor me, this, that, and the other, but I don't know how. Well, I can't say I don't know how to contact them. They got emails and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe I just need to write up one big form or something and send it out to a bunch of them. Oh, hey, he's going to come on YouTube? Okay, cool. Cool. Um, I'm sure he'll say hi, or I hope he says hi if he does, or when he joins in. Oh, goodness, 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 goodness. So how did y'all do, Will? Or is Will still here? Will, how'd you fair weather the storm? I don't even know if Will's still here. Says we're down to 2. But it has been an hour and 30 minutes, so. He probably thought you meant Facebook. But I'll send him a message after my live here. See if he's still up. What's up? It's just hell. He's all the way over in Georgia, so I know he's 3 hours behind me. So it's pretty late over there. Well, 11:30. So for him to message me at that hour. Hmm. Ah, right on. Well, what else should we talk about, people? Me, I don't know. What else should we talk about? Anybody got any ideas? I still have a little battery left. I'm not shy. Anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns? But it says there's only 2 people here, and y'all both probably know everything there is about me already, so. Yeah, until I finish setting that up, the only thing that works on this is the on and the off. None of the other buttons work. Oh, I'll take that back. Volume works. On, off, and volume. Nothing else works on it. Till I set that little box up. Hi. How we doing there? Ethan, how we doing? This sounded healthy. How the heck are you? Oh, heck. I got to tell you a little story. Um, the other day, I asked for a ride in the local community, and a young lady gave me a ride. She actually gave me some bud that she had. But while we was there getting the starter and everything, we had to come through a little town called New River on the way here because we was in Anthem. So someone had put a call out like I did, and they needed a ride from New River to Black Hills or Black Canyon. So we stopped to pick her up. So that's how I met this lady. And she rode in from New River over here to Black Canyon. We let her off at her storage unit. She was doing what she had to do, and I got dropped off with my starter and stuff, and this lady went on back to her house. Well, today I get a message, and it says, "Are you 420 Jim?" And I get them all the time, usually from the couple of trolls I have, pretending to be this, that, the other, and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, I'm 420 Jim. But then, they said, well, this is such and such. They put their name. I was riding in the car with you the other day. Do you mind if I come hang out? You got a little pot. I'm in the pot. And of course I wrote her, I'm sorry, no, I don't really have no pot and whatnot. But it was kind of funny, just out of the blue. And I don't know if she went to my website or what, because, I don't hold my phone number, hide my phone number. But, yep. I hope she found a place to hang out and someone had a little extra weed. I forgot. And if she messaged me back, I might even message her tomorrow. I do have some weed she can have. I forgot all about it. Now, hanging out and whatnot, I don't know. I usually don't hang out, Somebody wants to come visit a few minutes, have our whatever, yeah. But I don't make it a habit of, just hanging out. But if she messages me again, and now that I think of it, I might even send her a message tomorrow. Hey, I'm not much into hanging out, but if you want some weed, because I'm not going to take it with me anyway. You know what I mean? And it's all right. It's just, man, I smoked a couple of ounces of it, and after that you get burned out on that. So I'd rather give it to someone else. All right, Dougie Doug. No, we got a really nice town. We try and take care of each other. And I felt bad after, because I didn't have no, I forgot about that, because I haven't smoked any of it in a month now. I got that back during Christmas and all. And I still got probably 2 ounces of it. I gave a lot of it out. There was more than a half pound there, probably. Or more than a quarter pound there, closer to a half pound. Because I gave a bunch of it out. The girl that was going to go with me, I gave her twice at least half to an ounce each time, I gave another neighbor some. I smoked a ton of it. And I'm going to say I got like maybe 2.5 ounces of it left. And there's no way I'm going to smoke it up between now and when I leave. So I think I'll text her and see if she wants to figure out, make her day, give her a couple ounces. I mean, I don't care. There's nothing wrong with it. It's all right until you've smoked a couple ounces. You got to clean the seeds out It's got the little seeds in it. But hell, back in the day, we used to have to clean seeds out of all the pot we bought. Unless you paid extra money and got cents a million, and that had no seeds. Yeah. Hell, the girl that I'm not taking with me, I'd give her that too if you know. But I think she's mad at me, so I haven't heard from her or nothing. Haven't seen her set up nowhere, but that's okay. But if I did see her, I'd offer a bag of it, you know, or half of it, whatever. And say I'm not going to take it with me. Worst come to worst, I'll leave it here with my friend, just like I'm leaving my pipes and stuff. They're happy with watching my stuff because I'm bringing them back a dog. You know what I mean? They know I'm coming back if they're holding my stuff, right? Nah, I got a really good neighbor here, Fran. She's nice. Hell, well, Jack's snoring over there lightly. Lilo, she's passed out. She looks comfortable as hell, though, don't she? She just sprawled out. Well, now she's going to show off that fat belly. Oh, mama dog. Show off that fat belly. Beautiful, got a fat belly. She gonna pop. Any day y'all gonna hear, she had puppies. I remember, what was that, 3 years ago, Frankie? I just took off on the trip. Jack woke me up. I couldn't find nothing. He woke me up the second time. I'm like, damn, Jack, what do you want? There's nothing, you know. Third time I heard little whines, and I'm like, damn, she had the puppies. But it's like watching a pot of water. Now that I'm expecting it, might not never happen. She's saying, Lord, don't say that. Ain't that right? Boo. Well, questions, comments, concerns, quirks, complaints, anybody? I think I'm about ready to call it an evening, unless anybody sees a reason they want to carry this along. We can always do it tomorrow at noon or tomorrow evening at 7. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I will admit I'm kind of interested in what Mr. Greg wanted, and hooking up my box, giving it a second attempt. Not much, Bill. Not much at all. How you doing? I can't complain. The good Lord let me wake up, let me feed myself, cook for myself, wipe my own butt, dress myself. Doing pretty damn good, my friend. Yeah, I will here real shortly, Frankie. Like I say, I'm about ready to, unless anybody wants to ask questions, comments, or whatever like that. Um, I'm about ready to call the evening. Finish setting up the smart box. I want to talk to Mr. Greg, of course. Okay. Hey, just send him a Frankie. Send him a message. When I get off. I'll send him a message that I appreciate that. Do that for me, would you, bud? And I'll go ahead and stay on here a little bit longer. Just send him a message that I'll contact him here in a little bit. Oh, it's a little device that Mr. Frankie sent me. It's just a smart box. It plugs into a stupid TV and makes it a smart TV via that box, if that makes sense. That's pretty cool. I got to finish setting it up, though. I've got to finish setting it up. And Frankie, I just resetted it right now, all the way back to where it says select your country, like United States and all. So when I get off of here, I'm going to start from the very beginning. And because I watched the video on it and all, I thought I was doing everything all right. I just couldn't get it to hotspot both on that. But maybe I was doing something wrong. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, if they put the stent in and whatnot, that means she's doing okay. That means one's doing okay. The prayers are working. And hey, I appreciate everybody that's out there, helping and praying for my friends. Mr. Tanner, him and his wife both need the prayers. They're both doing pretty bad. He was in the hospital first and then her. Um, but he knows through prayer they're both going to come back out of the hospital. And I'm coming back through. I want to see them. They got the dog 420, one of Lilu's pups. Yeah. It'd be nice to come through and see him again. Oh, she's just eating that up with me rubbing on her tummy. Her eyes went instantly closed as soon as I started rubbing her tummy. She was licking her lips there for a minute. She said, oh, that's so cool. Yeah. She's a good girl. Oh, what is today? Monday, I think. Yeah. I'm going to say by Saturday she's going to have these pups. It could be tonight. But I think by Saturday. It's a shame we didn't write down when her and the Curly got together. I thought Fran knew, but she's not 100% sure. Well, I guess I'm going to call it an evening, my folks. Please catch me tomorrow at noon. I may do one at 8 o'clock in the morning if I'm not doing nothing else and having coffee and feeling bored. I am going to cut them out by next week. So, this would be the last week I'll do them at 8 o'clock. Once I get out on the road next weekend, I won't have time for them. I will make time at noon and 7 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Maybe daily. You never know. I might miss one here or there. We're not perfect, right? Good Lord will, the creek don't rise, I'll be here. It's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. My dogs, Lilo and Jack, love you. I love you, and Jesus loves you. Good night, folks. See you tomorrow.